Your Excellency, now we would like to hear a few short remarks from Mr. Bobby Seger, who is the Honorary Consul of Rwanda in Boston. We recognize that all of the efforts and successes that we have come because we have had friends of Rwanda who are working hard with us kugira ngo twiheshe agaciro. So let us hear short remarks from Mr. Seger.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Madam First Lady, assembled dignitaries, and brothers and sisters of Rwanda, welcome to Boston. Boston is 6,882 miles from Kigali, more than 11,000 kilometers. And to have all of you here in my home warms my heart. My family and I first traveled to Rwanda 13 or 14 years ago. My children were 6 and 8 years old. And we met the President and the First Lady and their family. And my kids over the years have grown up with their kids. And I feel very much a son of Rwanda. So why are we all here in this room 11,000 miles from Kigali? We're here because we all realize that making a difference for Rwanda is not a spectator sport. The people in this room have spent time outside Rwanda, and yet their hearts are clearly still with their country. When you ask yourself, what is it that you can do to make a difference for Rwanda? The issues are very complex, overwhelming even sometimes. I'd ask you to think about this idea, the idea that we all can do our little part, and when we add up our little parts together, cumulatively, that's what can make a difference. And the analogy that I would use is this. Does anybody here know how many seeds are inside an apple? Anyone? Guess? 5, 6, 7, you don't know? I actually don't know. The point is actually that it's very easy to find out how many seeds are inside an apple. You just need to cut it in half and count them. But the point about each one of us doing something on our own to assist Rwanda is this, that while you can know easily how many seeds are inside an apple by cutting it open and counting them, it's impossible to know how many apples can eventually come from one of those seeds, how many trees, how many orchards. And so today we are here to plant seeds. And tomorrow when you go home, I hope that that's what you continue to do, to plant seeds. Rwanda would not be where it is without the leadership of President Kagame. That leadership has attracted admirers all over the world, including my friend President Clinton and many other world leaders. But it's also attracted many business leaders around the world. I'm very involved with an organization, a global organization of presidents of companies called Young Presidents. There are 18,000 presidents of relatively large companies around the world and in this organization. And when you add together the businesses that these 18,000 presidents run, it's the equivalent of the third largest economy in the world. This organization, Young Presidents, bestowed upon President Kagame its highest award, its Global Leadership Award. And the consequence of that is that now many of the members of the Young Presidents Organization understand the opportunities that Rwanda presents, that they're going there now, and there's an actual group called the Rwanda Action Forum that's been formed by presidents from many countries around the world in this Young Presidents Organization. They go to Rwanda now not simply to help, but to seek opportunity, not because of pity, but because of possibilities. Thank you, Mr. President, for providing that kind of opportunity. But a country also is only as good as its citizenship. And what I've seen in the many years that I've traveled to Rwanda is that the Rwandan people are a very, very special people indeed. And I want to point out that from my standpoint, there's the particularly special part of Rwanda are the women of Rwanda. The men do their job, and it's a very important job, and I don't want to upset half of the people in the room. But the fact of the matter is that Rwanda, as many of you know, has the highest percentage of women in parliament of any country in the world. So thank you, ladies of Rwanda, for your leadership. So now, as we go from this room and go back into our daily lives and convey the message of the opportunity and the possibilities that exist in Rwanda, let's make sure that people understand that Rwanda is no longer defined by the genocide. The genocide in a terrible way made Rwanda famous, but it's what's happened since the genocide that makes Rwanda so very important. Thank you for the example, all of you. Thank you for the example that you have shown the world of what a committed citizenship and visionary leadership can accomplish. Thank you very much.
I would just like to highlight that we're live streaming, so those who are around the world and even those who are in Kigali are currently following us. So can we just clap and say hello to everybody who's following us around the world? Yes. Your Excellency, at this moment I would like to invite Ambassador Kimonyo, who will give us a few remarks, and he will as well invite you forward afterwards. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Rwanda and the First Lady, honorable ministers, distinguished senior government leaders, our Honorary Consul, Mr. Bobby Saga, representatives of the Rwandan community in North America, dear Rwandans, friends of Rwanda, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of my colleague, the Rwandan High Commissioner to Canada, members of Rwandan community living in North America, and the Rwanda Day 2012 Organizing Committee, I would like to extend our deepest thanks and appreciation to you, Your Excellency, and the First Lady for accepting our invitation to attend this important occasion. We are indeed profoundly thrilled and feel deeply blessed by your presence with your family. Your Excellency, as it has been mentioned, very many people in this room have traveled hundreds and thousands of miles from Rwanda, from United States, Canada, Europe, and many other parts of the world, all of them with the purpose of participating in this important occasion. Your Excellency, we are gathered here particularly to celebrate our country, to celebrate our leadership, to celebrate our people, to celebrate our achievements. And we interact to strengthen our bonds and partnerships. It's an opportunity to see the products and the potential opportunities in Rwanda that are presented through mini expos and exhibitions. We take time to reflect and think where we have come from and what we can do as Rwandans to contribute to our national development. Your Excellency, the Rwanda Day 2011 that took place in Chicago, you had strong voices of support, supporting the work that we have done for our country, and redeemed pledges from Rwandans living in the US and Canada to continue this kind of support and to make sure Rwanda becomes a better country for all Rwandans, but also for the entire humanity. So Rwanda Day 2012 in Boston is yet another opportunity to do the same, but with even more strong commitment. Because we know this is what our Gachiro is all about. To work hard, harder, and transform our country and change our lives. The journey has begun, and we know that the journey continues. It continues because we know full well that the astounding achievements that we celebrate today are but a step. It's just an opening of an opportunity that will lead us to greater triumphs and achievements that await us. So, Your Excellency, we dedicate this day again to make our unwavering commitment to positively shape our future. Rwandans gathered here, Your Excellency, through different mechanisms, have shown tremendous interest since Chicago to participate in our national development agenda. And as you heard from the representatives, they are already doing that, and they are committed to continue supporting your efforts. So, today, I want to express in front of Your Excellency my appreciation for the work most Rwandans have been doing here in the United States and Canada in terms of representing Rwanda, in terms of challenging those who try to undermine our efforts to change our country, to move forward with the agenda that began 18 years ago. Once again, Your Excellency, I would want to, on behalf of my colleagues, to thank you for accepting our invitation. And with this, I'm now privileged to take this opportunity to welcome Your Excellency to come to the podium and share your wisdom with us. Thank you very much for your attention.